Alright, back with another one. Season 5 trailer / breakdown has just dropped, so we're gonna go ahead and react to that. A lot of exciting stuff on the way, so hey, let's get straight into it. Ain't gonna waste y'all time. Let's do it.
Hello everyone, Guangguang here. It's great to see you all again. Welcome to Season 5 of Marvel Rivals. This season centers on Mr. and Mrs. X, Gambit and Rogue, after the time string entanglement interrupted their dream wedding. To make up for the disruption, Gambit has planned a honeymoon full of surprises for Rogue. But when their journey leads to a world built by the elders of the universe, can their love survive the ultimate cosmic test? For Season 5, Gambit joins Marvel Rivals. Gambit is a master strategist, blending kinetic energy control with his iconic playing cards.
So I called that. Glad to see that y'all actually implemented that into the game. Should have made a video about it, but hey, I ain't mad at it. Let's see how they're gonna implement that.
Agile movement and expert combat skills to create a unique play style. In battle, he can combine his Columbium enhanced cards to unlock kinetic shifting to heal allies, cleanse negative effects, or deal damage, knocking back.
He's clearing negative effects, which means, if I'm hearing that correctly, he can either stop crowd control, or they mean he can cure anti-heal. Or even better, he can cure both. That's actually going to be crazy cold if he can do that. Hey, hold on now.
Enemies and applying anti-heal. When teammates need help or foes rush in, Gambit can channel energy into his staff using nimble movement and martial arts to take down threats. When activating his ultimate ability, Gambit launches kinetic charged axes at all nearby allies, supercharging their jump abilities and adding explosive power to their attacks. Season 5 also introduces a thrilling new mode, 18 vs 18, Conquest, Annihilation. 36 players will cash in the all-new Grand Garden map, promising epic chaos and unforgettable fun. This mode goes live after the update on November 27th. We hope you enjoy it. We are also adding...
Wait, did they say they're adding 18 plus 18? That's either going to be really fire or it's going to be really laggy. I feel like at this point they're trying to push forward the how many players can we have on the screen at once. That's what that feels like. Interested to see how it's going to work though, genuinely.
A placement system to competitive mode starting in Season 5, with more details coming soon from Ziyong. Season 5 brings you the grand debut of New York's Times Square. This is a long combat map that can host up to 100 players. Hang out.
That's lit. So basically coming to New York City and having an open map where people can just chit chat. Kind of like Discord, but for the game. That's going to be interesting. I got to see how that's going to work too.
Dance, watch videos, read books, and let your imagination run wild. We've seen so many fun, friendly meetups in the Doom match. 6 times.
I don't know if they've been reading the chat for Doom match, but yeah, that's an interesting take for sure.
Torrent map. So we wanted to give everyone a dedicated space for socializing, relaxing, and sharing cool moments outside of battle. Happy anniversary, Rivals! Season 5 marks the first anniversary of Marvel Rivals, a milestone for us and for all of you, our players. After the November 27th update, you can join our anniversary event to earn 2,500 units and a free legendary Jeff costume.
Yo, Chaotic is gonna tweak. They gave her the business suit Jeff outfit. Chaotic is gonna tweak. She's gonna tweak about this one.
We are also rolling out a series of exclusive anniversary costumes, from Marvel Rivals styles, looks to community-inspired outfits, and even cake party-themed costumes. We hope you love them as much as we do. This anniversary is a celebration of our journey together, and the start of many more adventures ahead. Season 5 also launches our cross-platform progression feature. Huge thanks to everyone who tested this in Season 4.5. Your feedback has helped us make Marvel Rivals better than ever.
Yeah, the cross-progression thing was a bit of a bust for me. I was thinking that you could actually carry your rank and costumes to one game to another, but essentially I think it's just either your rank, but you don't carry your costume, so you have to essentially buy everything twice. If I'm remembering that correctly. So it was like, it's cool. It's cool.
We are adding a new batch of adorable accessories for Gambit,
Hell yeah.
Human Torch.
Okay, hold on. We got Loki as a crocodile. That's lit. I think that's from the actual show. Thor as the frog. I remember that. Or a frog little guy that's from the comic books. Who is that? Is that Rogue? So they do have the Rogue outfit. Okay, that's funny. They got Cyclops. We might be getting Cyclops later. They got Fantastic Bagman. I guess it's Spider-Man, but he's got like Fantastic Four. I don't know what reference that is, but that's kind of funny. X-23. That's interesting. Douglas. Yeah, they've got a lot of references with that, so that's actually kind of cool. Oh, Khonshu. I'm gonna get that Khonshu accessory. That's clean. That's very clean.
Magic.
Wait, is that Kitty Pryde? We might get Kitty Pryde in this game too later on. Kitty Pryde's gonna be amazing. Yeah, that's gonna be an amazing character to have.
Mantis, Wolverine, Phoenix, Thor, Loki, Moon Knight, and Star-Lord. All available with the Season 5 update. Season 5 rotates in 10 new costumes. After a lot of hard work and a little hair sacrifice from Zhiyong, we finally launched our first ever PvE.
And I will also say the zombie mode was fantastic. Definite dub there, so I don't see what they're doing with that.
Mode for Halloween, Marvel Zombies. This was a huge challenge, especially with only 6 months of development. We pushed limits with over 200 zombies on screen and supercharged our heroes for an over-the-top superhero experience. This presented enormous challenges both technically and in terms of gameplay design. It's just the beginning. We know there's room to improve. With a reused map, only 5 playable heroes, and just a few zombie types, there are still bugs and performance tweaks needed too. But we've seen your enthusiasm and feedback, and we promise to keep investing in PvE. More heroes, more maps, more themes are coming. It will take time, but next year, expect much more from us in this front. And now, I will hand it over to Zhiyong for updates on Season 5's team-up ability adjustments, balance changes, and details.
This is going to be the sweet spot for me. Actually, let's do this. Because he talks very, very slow, so I'll just speed this up just a little bit.
About the new competitive placement system.
Hey Rivals, it's me, Zhiyong, back again. Time really
1.25 is the sweet spot. That's the sweet spot.
flies. Halloween is already behind us, and I hope you all found your own happiness, both in the game and out in the real world. The brand new Season 5 is just around the corner, and it's a big one for us because, with your support, Marvel Rivals is celebrating its first anniversary. As Guang mentioned earlier, we've prepared tons of new content, and we can't wait for you to experience it all. Now, let me walk you through what's changing with team-up abilities, balance adjustments, and major improvements to Ranked. We've noticed many of you missed some of our classic team-up abilities, like Magneto's Metallic Fusion. So, in Season 5, We are bringing some back in new forms. We are also exploring ways to give a certain role more possibilities through team-ups.
Alright, so before he gets to a breakdown, I was not a fan of Magneto's sword having like Virgil cuts. So I want to see how they're going to reintroduce that. But we'll see. Let's get into that because I was not a fan. I was a fan of other teams. I wasn't a fan of that at all.
Gambit is the anchor of this team-up, charging Magneto's Great Sword with kinetic energy. When Magneto activates this team-up ability, his primary attack is replaced by launching a kinetic charge Great Sword on impact.
Oh, he throws the whole sword at you now. Magneto is already S tier. He's going to be a problem next update. Because I'm going to be playing Gambit every game, so Magneto's up. That's crazy. And it looks like it's like for a time limit too. Yeah, Magneto's up.
It explodes, damaging enemies and ejecting unstable kinetic energy for a delayed second hit. Cloak and Dagger as the team-up anchor empower Hawkeye's Kanata with light and dark energy. When Hawkeye uses his Crescent Slash, it knocks enemies back and fires a light and dark energy wave that passes through allies and enemies. It heals and buffs teammates it hits, while damaging and applying anti-heal to enemies.
So, unless you can use this sword slash multiple times with Hawkeye, it's looking very mid to me. Like, it's not like oh my god, because it doesn't give you passive healing. It's like a wave of healing. So is it gonna? Unless you get multiple slashes, I think that's a bust. But I don't know. We'll see.
Moon Knight is the anchor here. When Blade and Moon Knight team up, Khonshu's power blesses and protects Blade. Activating the team-up ability lets Blade dash forward, slashing enemies with the Sword of Dracula. At the end of the dash, Blade unleashes several quick sword strikes.
Did you see that damage? Bruh.
Each launching a Moonblade projectile that bounces and damages enemies. Lunar Force and Operation Microchip are being retired.
Okay.
Magneto is being removed from mental projection,
Nice.
and Hawkeye is out of Chilling Assault. Primal Flame is seeing the addition of Black Widow. Black Widow's bullets can now be empowered by Phoenix Force, letting her switch between regular and Phoenix bullets in combat.
That is clutch. So now you can now play. They're really enhancing triple support because other characters that are duelists are now becoming support characters, like pseudo support. I like where we're going with this. This is very creative. I asked for like her to be like an actual healer before because they had a sniper healer on Overwatch like long ago. That I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. I want to play it, but I don't like Overwatch, so I get a little bit of Overwatch in this game. But yeah, that's tough.
Phoenix bullets heal allies and damage enemies in an area, but can't.
Now, if it shoots back to back like it's shooting here without a like bolt action reload, that's gonna be crazy because it's like psh, 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 psh. They probably just took off the cooldown. I'm hoping. Otherwise, people are gonna freak out about Black Widow. Black Widow will definitely be meta this season. She's shooting that fast.
Crit against enemies. As Season 4.5 comes to a close, all the ongoing balance changes and new team-up abilities have really shaken up the meta. First off, with Ultron and Human Torch getting nerfed, battles shifted from vertical, high-flying skirmishes to more intense ground combat.
Yeah, they nerfed two of the best flyers in the game. Just point that out.
This made it a bit easier for players to process information during matches. But with Angela and Daredevil joining the roster, there's now a bigger emphasis on awareness, teamwork, and positioning. Team comp diversity was up this season, with buffs to Jeff and Venon's ultimates, and the new team-up ability for Hela and Namor. Lineups built around Venom, Jeff, Hela, and Hela Namor have become some of the hottest picks. The triple strategies lineup is still holding strong, even after Ultron's nerf, with Adam, Mantis, and Jeff as key picks. For Vanguard,
So for all the people talking about they're gonna nerf triple support, they're not going to nerf triple support entirely. What they're gonna do is they're gonna nerf the more oppressive, powerful supports, so y'all can feel better, y'all can get y'all a little dive off or whatever. But triple support is here to stay. The game is designed around triple tank, triple DPS, triple support. But triple support is like a thing on here, so y'all just need to get used to that. I'm tired of people complaining about triple support. Like honestly.
Emma Frost and Magneto are still the backbone of many teams, and Doctor Strange's buff Maelstrom of Madness has made him a solid choice. Venom, Captain America, Angela, Penny Parker, and Groot also stay competitive. Among theorists, Phoenix and Black Panther are no longer as dominant after several rounds of
Gutted Phoenix. Phoenix was heavily gutted. Still playable, but the melee getting taken away was like half her kit getting nerfed, so yeah. That gutted. Black Panther, you barely see him at all anymore. Like you see him, but not as much as it was.
Adjustments. While Hela is back in the spotlight, Star-Lord, Psylocke, Namor, Winter Soldier, and Moon Knight have all been
all S tier except for Moon Knight, but I mean you can argue if Moon Knight can hit his shots, S tier as well.
performing well. The new hero Daredevil, along with Iron Fist and Magic, have also stood out this season.
All three of them have been mad oppressive last season. But that goes back to what I was saying. Dive is... People complain about Dive. Dive is the strongest I've seen in a while. So, it just...
With flying heroes taking a backseat, theorist picks were more varied and flexible than ever. And for strategists, Jeff, Invisible Woman, and Mantis continue to shine. Whether it's Jeff providing flanking pressure and support, or Invisible Woman and Mantis leading the charge, strategists are now playing a bigger role in breaking through enemies' lines and helping their teams succeed. Beyond the standout heroes from Season 4.5, we are also keeping a close eye on the rest of the roster and have plans for more adjustments in Season 5. First, we will be giving most Vanguards a boost in team utility, making their roles more balanced and versatile. This includes upgrades for heroes like the Thing.
Woo! Y'all hear that? They're buffing tanks. The Thing, Hulk, Penny Parker, y'all all getting buffed. Hulk, you're getting banned again. Get ready for that ban. Captain America, I'll be playing you. Thing, I play the other three. Hulk might get banned. I ain't gonna lie. Hulk is a menace. People like to downplay Hulk and say Hulk's not this. Hulk can't do that. A good Hulk that doesn't try to solo, just play Hulk like completely by himself. Hulk is a menace. So him being buffed, people will regret this buff. Trust me when I say this.
Thing, Hulk, Penny Parker, and Captain America, expanding their value to the team. For example, Captain America's ultimate will now help allies charge their own ultimates faster.
Wait, Captain America's ultimate will now help allies charge their ultimates faster. So all these nerfs to several medic ults, just play Captain America and Penny for stall comp. Stall comp's gonna be nasty. Yeah, stall comp is going to be nasty.
And teammates will be able to heal while on Penny Parker's webs.
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 right there. I've been asking for Penny's actual spiderweb to be able to heal teammates so they have a purpose to protect the nest. Yeah, the whole season I've seen so far is literally peel focused, teamwork focused.
When it comes to theorists, we've noticed that heroes like Wolverine and Spider-Man have been struggling a bit, so they will be getting buffs this season.
Buffing Wolverine and Spider-Man? Well, can't have it all. Hey, can't have it all, but you know, I'll just have to adjust. Spider-Man, bro, PTSD right here. This man, yeah.
Wolverine will become more threatening to Vanguards.
Wolverine's still threatening to Vanguards, but that's gonna be crazy.
While Spider-Man's combos will feel smoother and more consistent. For strategists, Loki is getting a target boost to keep him competitive with.
Thank you for bringing Loki back from the grave. He died off. I know they statistically saw Loki get dropped probably 50%. Like, yeah, there was barely any Lokis last season at all.
Within his role, and Cloak and Dagger will see their survivability slightly improved. This isn't all. There are plenty more balance updates coming, so be sure to check out our upcoming balance patch notes. We will also be releasing the Season 4.5 hero pick and win race variation. Improved.
They're buffing Cloak and Dagger? That's crazy. Cloak and Dagger's never been weak in any season that I played her in. Hey, alright.
In all, there are plenty more balance updates coming, so be sure to check out our upcoming balance patch notes. We will also be releasing the Season 4.5 hero pick and win race variation. In Season 5, we've made a series of improvements to rank play based on your feedback, including placement matches, team size adjustments, and reward changes, all aimed at creating a better experience. With placement matches, your rank will no longer reset to a fixed tier each season.
Thank you. I was so tired of losing 7 ranks. Thank God.
Instead, you will play 10 placement matches in
And then I want to point this out. He's just going to say basically you'll play 10 placement matches in competitive mode each season. That is something they did on Street Fighter 6. That is beautiful because you basically play 10 matches and then per character you get a certain rank. They might do it differently. I'm thinking it's going to be like 10 matches every season and then you get the rank. That's still clutch. It's going to make people actually have to play for the initial time that they start like hyper competitively to get the rank they want. So you're going to see a lot less throwers.
Competitive mode each season to determine your starting rank.
Yep.
When participating in the placement matches, you will be assigned an initial rank based on a conversion of your rank at the conclusion of the previous season.
Okay.
Since Season 5.0 marks the transition to this new system, your initial rank for placements will be determined by taking into account your highest rank from Season 0 to 3 and your final rank from Season 4. Please note that this isn't just a straight carryover of your highest rank, but rather a balanced calculation. If you don't have an eligible previous rank, you will be treated as a new player, and the system will assign you a starting rank for.
What this is aimed at, and I'm glad they set this up like this, they set this up based on Smurfs that have basically played Celestial or Grandmaster, and they're just purposely, in a lot of cases, will be throwing to just stay at a low rank to basically give them an advantage to go back up, where people that have been consistently playing the game are going to be able to go back up. But also, people that just want to throw or crash out to stay at low ranks and troll, they're just going to be fighting each other. So they actually set that up like pretty smooth. But we'll have to see how it's implemented. But off of paper and theory, it sounds good.
Placements. After your 10 placement matches, your results, along with your initial calculated rank, will decide your starting position for the new season. The more matches you win, the closer you will be to your previous season's rank. If you go undefeated, you can even place higher. Each season, you only need to complete 10 placement matches. If you finish them in the first half of the season, you will keep the rank in the second half. If you don't complete placements in the first half, you will need to finish them in the second half to qualify for rank rewards. We've made improvements to team queue size. If everyone in your team is Grandmaster rank or below, you can queue as 2, 3, 4, or even 6 players.
Wait. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. I don't know if y'all just heard that. They said if you are Grandmaster or below, you can queue in 2, 3, 4, or even 6. Alright? Meaning, they're bringing back 6 stacks because I told y'all what their intended was, we're not going to let Smurfs just band together and harass the players, when in fact there was a problem. I said that if you're playing in gold and below, it's just full of Smurfs at the beginning of the season because people will literally make an account from last season, get to level 15, 6 stack together, and now you have 6 demon-like players just auto-climbing up the ranks, and then they'll split off at probably like platinum, diamond kind of deal, but they're just literally boosting their own ranks, where you should have even beginner players or below be able to team up together. So yeah, 6 stacks is back. Thank you. Yeah, that was taking away 6 stacks was the dumbest change they did, and I think they just took the feedback for that because people get on this game to play together. So yeah, you're gonna see a lot. It's gonna affect the game a lot because you're gonna see a lot more coordinated teams, but it's also gonna make the game actually more competitive because you're gonna have people. Basically, it's not gonna be, oh well, bro, I'm sorry, you're in diamond or you're in plat, I can't play together. It's gonna be like, nah, come on, let me help you boost up real quick. But it's also gonna make it harder for those that are at higher rank to help the lower ranks boost up. But yeah, that's gonna actually increase queue times too. Like it's gonna be like faster queue times. Like rank match might become like quick match essentially.
However, if anyone in your team is Celestial, Eternity, or top 500, your team size will be kept at 2 players.
Fair.
You can team up for placement matches, but if anyone in your team hasn't finished their placements, you can only queue as up to 3 players.
I like that too. They basically said if you haven't finished your placement matches, it's a maximum of 3. So basically, once everybody plays their 10 plus games, which is nothing to play 10 games on here, then they can join the six stack. They encourage you to actually play the game initially, at least. Just kind of calculate where you're supposed to be in rank so that you're not literally inflating your rank with 6 people and being like, yeah, we're all Grandmaster and above. Nah, because you could be getting carried by 2 Grandmasters. I like how y'all smart.
If multiple restrictions apply, the strictest rules will take effect.
Okay.
For example, if you have 1 player in placement matches and 1 as leisure rank, your team can only queue as a duo. First, gold rank costume rewards will work just like before. If you reach gold and play 10 matches in Season 5.0, you will receive your reward when Season 5.5 launches. If you don't meet the requirement in Season 5.0, you can still earn it by reaching gold and playing 10 matches in Season 5.5, and you will receive 2 costumes at the end of the season. This system will continue in future seasons. Next, for nameplates, frames, and Crest of Honor, these rewards will no longer be split between the first and second half of each season. Instead, there will be just 1 set of rewards for the entire Season 5, distributed after Season 5.5 ends, as long as you meet the rank and match requirements. This means that there will be only 1 set of nameplate, frames, and Crest of Honors per season moving forward. Season 4.5 rewards won't be affected and will be distributed as usual. We hope these changes, along with placement matches, will reduce the pressure of grinding for high ranks and give you more flexibility in planning your club. There are a lot of rank changes in this season, especially with the new placement system, so be sure to check our upcoming updates notes for all the details. Ignite battle.
Alright. So, based off what I've seen, a lot of amazing changes here. I mean, a lot of amazing changes here. Like, basically what I've just seen is literally like, they brought back the fun to the game. I'm going to 6 stack with all the homies. I'm gonna test it out both ways. So I'm gonna do a little experiment where we have both the I'm gonna have an alt account obviously because I love playing my alt account just to chill. Gonna test out with alt account, my main account, see where I actually place and where like how high my rank is. I'm pretty sure I'm probably like a Diamonds Grandmaster rank, give or take. But I'm gonna try a challenge. I'm gonna try to get 10 wins in a row and see just how high I place. So very interesting changes. I'm going to go over more of the changes in detail later this week. Appreciate y'all. Let me know what y'all think down below. Comments below. Till next time. Peace.